Hi, I'm Killer Tomato of the Hartford Herdiers for week 4 of the UDN, where I fight Wormpal of the Stavanger Vikingvolts. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Oh, it's Stavanger Vikingvolts. My bad. Anyway, for this team builder, we'll start with the Mew that I'm bringing. I thought that attacking Mew would be better, so I figured I'll bring Life Orb Mew with Earth Power, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Roost. And again, I didn't bring any Psychic Stabs, just because for the usual reasons. Even though Psychic's actually pretty good against this team in that it's neutral against most things, if I didn't bring Earth Power, I would have nothing to hit the to hit the Skuntank for good damage. And since I'm pretty confident that the Skuntank is coming, I figured Earth Power is kind of necessary. And then because he has Salamence with base 100 speed, I had to just go max speed so we can at least speed tie and then max special attack. And then Roost to heal up. I could bring Psychic instead of Roost, but I think the healing is important against this team, since I'm not bringing Forges for Wish Passing. The next mon is Octavius the Scizor, with Okaberry for the Rotom Heat, if it comes down to it. Although, looking at it again, maybe I don't need it. But then again, he has a lot of other stuff that gets fire moves too, like Skuntank and Salamence, so I'll keep it. And then Technician, of course. And then this is another bulky set, or this is a bulk set, defense and HP. With U-turn, Bullet Punch, Defog, and Roost, Bullet Punch still kills the Mega Diancie, unless it has, defense and HP investments, which I don't think it'll be max defense, max HP. If it is, then I guess he got me, but I'd be surprised. And then Defog for some more support, and then Roost again, because there's no Wish. I thought that Scizor walled some of his mons well. Tank Growth can't touch it too much except for HP Fire, which from a Tank Growth is not going to do too much. And then, Seismitoad. It does pretty good work, I think. And the next mon is Pain Split Rotom Mow. I figured I'm going to go with a bulky set again. Another bulky set, instead of going my usual damage Rotom set with a Z-move, because as you'll see later on, I have different plans for Z-move this week. So I figured I'll just bring especially defensive Rotom Mow with Volt Switch, Leaf Storm, Defog, and Pain Split. Another Defogger just because I'm not really planning to get much rocks up or any sort of rocks or spikes up on my side because I'm scared of Magic Bounce. But he has Toxic Spikes and he can still get up his own rocks. So I'd rather just make sure I'm able to defog whatever he puts in away. And the Pain Split's again for recovery since I don't have any Wish Passing. And then I could have another move instead of Defog, I suppose, but I couldn't think of anything that would be much better. Maybe a Hidden Power to hit his Rotom for a little more, but I can always I can live one Overheat, I believe, and then Volt Switch out if I have to, or Pain Split, or just straight up swap. Gastrodon walls it pretty good. Speaking of that, we'll go on to Cindy the Gastrodon, who is also especially defensive for the, his Mega. Like I just said, his Rotom Heat. Even though he has Tank Growth and he has the things like even Diancie, for instance, that get some grass moves. Even Seismitoad gets grass moves. I figured it was still good. And then leftover Scald, Earth Power, no Ice Beam. Don't think I need it. I can just Toxic Tank Growth if I have to. Plus, I'll never even be staying in on the Tank Growth anyway. And if I ever do, it outspeeds and could just kill me. And then Toxic Recover. Again, Recover because no Wish, and also Recover is just pretty standard, pretty necessary, I'd even say, on Gastrodon. With Storm Drain, of course. Take any water hits. Specifically water hits from Seismitoad. Although, it's really the only thing that would have any water moves, and that'll just go for grass against me, so maybe Sticky Hold would be better. I'll think about that in between now and the battle. Anyway, the next mon is Geronimo the Chandelure, with a Cobra Berry to take a Pursuit Trap from the Skuntank or a Sucker Punch from the Skuntank. And then Shadow Ball, Fire Blast, Energy Ball, the standard attacking moveset for Chandelure. And then Taunt, because if I think Skuntank's coming in on this, which most likely would, I can taunt it so that it can't go for Toxic Spikes. Although it would probably just click Pursuit on me anyway, but still. and then maybe something else will come in, something that wants to set up like Audino. I could see that coming in as well, especially defensive Audino. I would be good to taunt that. And Diancie has some good status moves too, so I mean I've seen him run some crazy sets with it. Some taunt on that thing would be good as well. No, I was considering Choice Scarf, just because Chandelure actually does kind of a lot of damage against this team, but he has a lot of answers for it as well. Or he has a lot of answers for my specific moves. Like if I lock myself into Shadow Ball, he goes into Audino. If I lock myself into Fire Blast, he can go into Rotom Heat or Salamence or Seismitoad. And then similarly, Energy Ball, he can go into Salamence again or Tangrowth or Rotom. So I felt like locking myself in against that team would have just been bad. So I figured Colbur Berry was safer. Since again, I'm very confident that Skuntank's coming. And lastly is my son, Haxorus, with Dragonium Z to power up that Outrage, and then Earthquake, Poison Jab, Dragon Dance. Now I'm hoping that I can get the Dragon Dance off this time. I didn't end up working last time I tried to do this, but I mean, if it keeps failing, then I might swap this thing for something else. We'll see. But anyway, I thought that Outrage, Earthquake, Poison Jab would be good because Outrage is neutral against a lot of his team. And then you have Poison Jab for any fairies, and then Earthquake. Well, Poison Jab's not for his fairies, my mistake. It's for mostly for Tangrowth. And then Earthquake for anything. I have Molt Breaker, so I can hit the Rotom with Earthquake. Skuntank, Earthquake, Magnezone, Earthquake. It breaks through Sturdy. Molt Breaker does. At least I'm pretty sure it does. So I'm hoping that this thing can actually do a lot of work. I don't know when I'd set up on it. Maybe against, I don't know, Tangrowth, although Leech Seed would be annoying. I could bring it in on like a predicting a Magnezone Thunderbolt at some point maybe. We'll worry about that when the game starts, but I think if I can pull this off, it'll be really good. And even if I can't get a Dragon Dance up, just clicking Earthquake or Outrage will be good too. And then of course max, I don't need to be max speed, so I just did Adamant instead of Jolly. Anyway, that's the team. Hopefully it goes well. And now I'll jump to the battle. Hello, welcome to the Week 4 battle against Wormpal. And like I figured, he did bring the Skuntank, which is frustrating since I do have 2 things weak to Pursuit, but that should be okay. The Magnezone was a bit of a surprise. And I wasn't expecting Min Chao, but I suppose I probably should have. Anyway, I think he would probably lead. I could see Mian Chao or Magnezone. For one of them's Choice Scarf, they can both switch / U-turn out. And so with that, I'm trying to decide which lead I have would be best for either one. I'm thinking maybe Scizor, although Mian Chao probably gets Thunder Punch, I would imagine. I'm gonna just double check that right now before I do anything crazy. Let's see. Mian Chao, Fire Punch. Oh, it doesn't get Fire Punch. Okay, that's actually really good. Magnezone does not get any sort of fire moves either, aside from, of course, the standard HP Fire everyone gets. So I think Scizor could be a good lead, actually. I'm gonna just calc for Mian Chao lead. I mean, High Jump Kick's still gonna hurt if it's like max. But I think it's my best lead anyway. Okay, I figured this was coming. And now I'll just do my slow U-turn out into something else. I mean, I could just go straight out into Geronimo here, but I see no reason for that. I could see Knockoff coming, which is why I don't want to swap into it now. Although if it does go for a Knockoff, it's my best bet anyway. I'll just U-turn. I'm sure he led with this thing just to get a fast U-turn. Again, the fact that he's leading with it doesn't kind of confirm in my mind that it's Scarf. But of course I don't know for sure yet. If he stays in, I mean, I guess I should have Bolt Punched if he's staying in, but I'll just have to see what he does. I'm gonna see if he has a knockoff. Yeah, he does get knockoff. Also, I did change the moveset a bit. I gave it Psychic over Roost just because I was looking at the moveset and I really needed 4 moves in order to be effective. And I gave it Energy Ball over Thunderbolt because it still hits the Starmie and it also hits the Diancie. Now if he goes into the Diancie here, that could be a good play since I feel like Eater on my part is kind of obvious here. Although maybe he's worried about Iron Head. Or just like Sword Stance or something, but I mean most people wouldn't set up turn 1. So I don't think he'll be expecting that. I'm not sure what he's going into here. What do I hope he goes into? I hope he goes into maybe I guess maybe Skuntank. Since that'll do neutral damage. Tangrowth would be super effective damage, but since I don't have any attack investments, or I don't have much attack investments, it won't do much anyway. I don't know what he'll go into here. Guess we'll see. Salamence, okay. That's good. Oh, Rocky Helmet Salamence. Okay, it's not Z move. Maybe it's tanky then. Now I could. Let's see. I don't know. I don't have Ice Ball, unfortunately. That is one thing I opted not to take. Could go into Rotom, since if it's not Z and it's not Mega, of course, then it doesn't have many good flying moves. I will check though. I guess I'm missing something. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll pack Aerial Ace. Maybe I'll force him out, fearing the like a Will-O-Wisp or something. Now I kind of wish I had brought, you know, offensive Rotom, seeing he didn't bring his ground type. But I think I'll just go into this and click Volt Switch. Since this is my physical tank and he does have special fire moves. How much does, I'm gonna check how much Salamence does. I'm gonna just say it's that against my Rotom. I'm just gonna Volt Switch out with Rotom. Seems like the best play here. I mean, I don't think he'll swap, since he probably takes an HP Ice well if he's... maybe not, actually. Yeah, I really wish I brought defensive, offensive Rotom, but it's fine. I'll click Volt Switch here. I don't know what he'll do, honestly. I'm thinking he'll probably just stay in and attack. Although, let me think about this. If he stays in and Dragon Dances, what do I do then? Well, honestly, then I probably just lose. I'll just Volt Switch. Oh, Fire Blast. I was just saying he had fire moves, and then I stayed in with a grass type. I'm stupid, man. What was I thinking there? Jeez, what was I thinking? Okay, well, seeing that, I guess I'll, okay, Fire Blast, probably a Dragon move. It could be mixed. See, if going to Chandelure just invites in the Skuntank, let's go into this and Scald. Actually, no, I'm going to Toxic. I got the Toxic. Since I'm sure Tangrowth's coming in here. And Skuntank might come in, but if he does, I'll just Earth Power. I'm not too scared of it. Toxic against this would be good. It's not Mega yet, so Toxic is safe to click against even the Mega. If that comes in, although Steel might come in. But again, I don't think he would on a ground type, because I can just click Earth Power after. Does Magnezone get any sort of good grass moves? It does not, other than HP Grass, of course. Which I'm sure it has. I would have it against this team. Go, Toxic. If the Magnezone comes in, I'll just swap back into Rotom. Because if his set really is Steel move, Electric move, Grass, and Power Grass, I don't think he can touch Rotom. Does it get fire? No fire. No ice. No. It does get Signal Beam. I wouldn't be surprised if it had Signal Beam. Let's assuming it's choice. It might not be choice. Ooh. Okay. Now could be the time to Scald or recover. Since okay, I'm thinking he's probably mixed. So I'm gonna do calcs assuming it's mixed. Because I'm not, I'm especially bulky if he decides to go for Double Edge or something. Although if he's mixed. Doing the calcs. Let's just assume it's Adamant. If it's Adamant max attack, Double Edge, or it wouldn't have Double Edge, I suppose, if it's not Mega, would it? These calcs are kind of weird. I think Recover is the safe thing to do. If I Scald, and I mean, what would he even go into on a Scald, really? I think I'm just gonna Recover here. Okay. He's committed to staying in, it seems like. Yeah, I outstall this every day of the week. Okay, it's good to know that he has a Roost. I can predict around that, maybe. Get in my something else, I don't know what. Okay, so he does have Fire Blast, so obviously Scizor's a no-go. Maybe Mew here? I'll just click Scald. I mean, if he wants to stay in with this thing, I'll stall it. Ooh, okay, that was good prediction. Burn? Okay, not as good as Toxic, but I'll take what I can get, I suppose. Now, I could see a knockoff coming. I don't know what a set is. I think Growth can have a lot of interesting sets. Could be Swords Dance for all I know. Maybe I should have brought like a HPS or something on Rotom. I can make a read. I feel like knockoff's technically gonna be what he clicks here. Knockoff or Leech Seed. Because the obvious switch is me going into Rotom. So I feel like he wouldn't click Leech Seed, but he might anyway. I'm gonna go into Scizor. Yeah. Oh yeah, Scizor's coming in. Knockoff, okay. Okay, Berry, that's fine. I don't mind getting that knocked off. I could Roost here, since I could Roost U-turn, since I don't think he can do much damage to me. Or I can just straight up U-turn here. If I think he's staying in, I think U-turn, or I think Roost will be the thing to click. Let me see. Ideally, I Roost, and then I can U-turn after he sees that I'm Roost set. He might think I'm Bandit. Well, he doesn't know. He knows what I am. That was a dumb thing to say. He knows I'm Okaberry. So U-turn doesn't do much to him. He might just... Although, what would he click? I think Roost. I want to Roost. Knockoff, okay. Maybe he was predicting a swap there. Oh, maybe he was probably predicting U-turn there. So Will wants to take one of those, you know? Okay. I just realized he doesn't really have any Rock Sedgers, does he? I think this thing gets rocks, doesn't it? 10 growth. It does not. I don't know why I thought that. So this might be a rockless game. I'm gonna put in his other mons. Hold on a second. Oh, Diancie, of course. That thing might have rocks. Now, I don't want anything else to really get knocked off here. Could just Bullet Punch. Go into this. How much will that take from a knockoff, I wonder? My Hexers. Hexers does not take much from a knockoff or a Giga Drain or anything really. But he still has all his team alive. I don't know if I want to start setting up. What did I even click? Would I click Poisons? Poison Jab? I guess would be what I clicked. I know I can one-shot Magnezone, I can one-shot Salamence. Can probably, I'm thinking at +1, I can probably one-shot Diancie. Probably not this thing, because it's tanky, even at +1. Nope, okay. I'm not sure about Yin Xiao either. Plus, I don't really want to start clicking Outrage or even Z moves until the Diancie's gone. I need to get damage on this thing. I'm gonna Blow Punch, see what he does here. He's thinking I'm gonna knock off, or I'm gonna U-turn. I don't really want to U-turn because of the knockoff. So Defog was a waste since he probably won't be getting rocks up. And this must be his most damaging move to me if he keeps clicking it. I mean, the second he clicks Leech Seed, I'll click Bullet. For me, yeah, I'll just keep doing this. I could try to set up Haxorus right now, but I feel like it's too early for that. Maybe now's the time to click U-turn. If I was Swords Dance, this would be a whole different story. Because knockoff hurts that, and frankly, I mean, these two, I don't really want them to lose their items. It's not that big of a deal, I suppose, but if I Bullet Punch and Salamence comes in, you know, I'm just gonna U-turn. I'm gonna risk it. I'll Pull Punch one more time. I'm gonna U-turn. Okay, that's good. Now this might be Scarfed, keep in mind. So what would I go into here? I already learned it has no grass moves, right? But I'm gonna check how much. Well, it might have HP grass. So let's see if it's Choice Scarf. I have no Z moves, by the way, since Aldino's not here. Anyway, Choice Scarf with HP grass. Let's check. Against Gastrodon. Okay, just HP grass will do a lot. I don't know if I want to take that much damage right now. Oh, he's going to Mew and Earth Power. Or I can Flamethrower. How much is? Let me check that. Let's see, Mew. Flamethrower does a lot. If I get a high roll, it kills. And Flamethrower would just be better in case he goes out into the Salamence. Yeah, I think it's Haxorus is too early for Haxorus. And Gastrodon, how much damage does it do to me though? Let me check that. And Thunderbolt does do quite a bit to Mew. Now that I don't have the the boost. But I'll just go into this. You know what? I think actually, let me check what Flamethrower does to a Skuntank. Actually, Flamethrower does enough where Earth Power should kill. So I think I'm safe for Earth Power here, although I don't want to take 2 of his Thunderbolts, right? So if I click Flamethrower and he stays in and clicks Thunderbolt, I'm probably just dead, assuming he's Scarfed. I mean, he could be Specs as well, that would hurt a lot. I'm just gonna, I don't want to risk dying to 2 of his attacks, so I'm just going to click Earth Power. If Salamence comes in, then, that's a good play on his part, good read. I'll just have to hope, but I can't take 2 hits from this thing, I don't think. So I have to do what I know will kill. We'll switch, okay. I'm sure Salamence is coming in here. I feel like the Earth Power is pretty obvious. He wouldn't go into Skuntank like this. But he might think I'm just clicking flamethrower or setting up or something. You don't never know what move is gonna do ya? If Summons comes out, I'll probably swap. I'll decide that if it happens, actually. If it's Tangrowth, I suppose I can probably stay in. Although knockoff would hurt, wouldn't it? Although I've learned that clearly he can't touch Scizor if he spam knockoff against him the whole time. Oh, there's Regenerator, that's right. Wish I'd Toxic it. Something. Okay, beautiful. Wonderful. Now. Okay. Skuntank, he's probably just gonna click Sucker Punch, which shouldn't kill. Although, would he click Pursuit? I feel like he definitely has Sucker Punch and Pursuit here. And the question is, which one do I click? Honestly, I'd rather just kill this to get it out of the way now, so I'm gonna just click Flamethrower. Even though I take the Sucker Punch damage, I live. Hopefully he thinks I'm swapping. And Misplays goes for Pursuit or something. But I'm fine with Mute going down. Although, wait, should I be? Okay, I still have this guy for stuff like tank growth. Even this. You just do a lot of damage to everything, but that must have been a high roll, by the way, since I think that was a high roll. Yeah, I'm not gonna super predict. The Sucker Punch Pursuit games are always very frustrating to think about. I'm just gonna click Flamethrower and hopefully snag a KO on this thing, leaving Chandelure safe to do whatever it wants. Doesn't know my item, so maybe he'll try swapping, thinking I'm choice or something. Although I'm not Specs, because he probably has the calcs. He might think I'm Scarfed. If I brought a Dart against Magnezone. Although Magnezone outsped, so depending on if that thing's Scarfed, he'll know if my Mew's Scarfed or not. Oh, if that sped me, then it probably is Scarfed. What am I saying? Yeah, it's definitely Scarfed if it outsped me. That's good to know. I'll be deciding if you should click. Okay. Oh, that killed me. Did I lose my berry somehow? Oh, that's right. I'm thinking of the wrong mon that had the berry. That's my bad. I should have swapped. Oh well, it's fine. Now I could get him in here for free. But I think I'll just go into Rotom. Although I could go into Scizor. Because I feel like it's gotta be either Magnezone to destroy Scarf Volt switch out. Or maybe this thing. This thing might be banded then if it's not Scarfed, or maybe Assault Vest or something, I don't know. I'll just go into. See, Rotom's not as useful as I thought it would be. If he didn't bring the Mons, it'd be good against. We'll go into this. I'll look for in this out. Honestly, not much. See, Cobalt Berry's useless now. I put it on the wrong Mon. Hindsight, though. Let's go into Rotom. Ooh, okay. Quick Leaf Storm, but I feel like that's super obvious. Let's see. What's this thing called? Diancie. Okay. I'm gonna check Diancie. Let's assume it's offensive against my Rotom, which has like no investments. Leaf Storm kills anyway, if it's not invested. And Diamond Storm does a lot, even though I am invested. Seeing how I just said Rotom's not that useful, I'm just gonna Leaf Storm. Hopefully it stays in. Does he doesn't know what I am right now. I'm gonna stay in. He might go into his Steel type, I could easily see that. Or this thing, yeah. It's not a surprise really. I still did a lot. I forgot that thing's like has no special defense at all. That makes me think he's not Assault Vested. Oh, he's leftovers. I know he's not salt misting. Okay. Honestly, I don't mind getting knocked off. But just to get the volt switch. Although the volt switch didn't do anything at -2. Okay, let's see. Volt switch. How much did that just do? At least storm, like 36. So there's no special defense investments then, I don't think. So it's at -2. Volt switch isn't doing anything, so it's honestly not even worth doing that and getting knocked off. This is tricky. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I gotta check this. I think I outspeed the. Of course I do. I outspeed's at +1. Have these two ever been in together? I want to see. I know for sure that I'm faster than it. I've got to be faster than it. He'd have to be max speed to even come close to my speed. My lowest speed. So do I want this thing? The question is, am I okay with this thing getting knocked off? Let me check. I'm just gonna go into Scissor. If I know I outspeed, I might as well just click Volt Switch. Yeah, let's click Volt Switch. I know I outspeed it. And I know I don't want to stay in, so why wouldn't I click Volt Switch? No, he's thinking, so it makes me wonder, maybe he's not going for knockoff after all. What would he go for? I can't go into this because, you know, it's a grass type. Even if I'm predicting the knockoff, that's just too risky, even for me. I don't want this thing to take a knockoff. If it's coming in, I want it to be clean. Although, I have Cobra Berry, since... Actually, that's actually a good point, I have Cobra Berry. Let's check how much this would do with Cobra Berry, then. Knockoff still does a lot, wow. Okay. Thanks, Scissor, then. Okay, yeah, knockoff. I haven't seen how much U-turn did, but how much does Bullet Punch do? Well, they're about the same. Base damage, anyway, just about. I'm checking, hold on. Bullet Punch did 15%, so it would do a little over double that. Okay, so it wouldn't kill them. They would do a lot, that's for sure. Do we have anything else that would want to come in on this? Not really. I could Bullet Punch again. The Antsy wouldn't come in on a Bullet Punch. I could see Magnezone coming in again. I think this thing's gonna be my. If it would have clicked Elite Seed, I would imagine, right? If it could have by now. So I think now it's the time where I can set up. I'm gonna risk it. Solomon's okay. Well, I can't set up anymore, but I can still get out of here. Jeez, that hurts. Don't know what its speed is yet, so I can't assume I'll outspeed it or anything. I don't have anything to touch this thing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a super amazing read here. I'm thinking I could go into Rotom and then go out into my fire type. Since I stayed in on it last time, I thought I'm just gonna fire move to Volt Switch. Maybe he thinks I'm doing it again. Still doesn't know my item. Could be Oka Berry, although I wouldn't run 2 Oka Berries, would I? Gastrodon is okay here. It just can't do damage, but it can outstall it for sure. Chandelure can't. I don't think it can kill. And Draco Meteor would do a lot. Same thing as Draco Meteor. I think my best bet is to go into this. And then I think I need to make a read. He might just go for Draco to be safe, because that is a pretty safe click for him. Let me see. Maybe he's not. I'm assuming he's been mixed this whole time. Maybe he's not mixed. Could just be straight up special. But I'll keep calculating as if it's mixed. I'm looking for Rocky Helmet. Doesn't matter. Anyway, this against Chandelure. Draco Meteor. And Fire Blast does nothing, of course. Draco does a lot to Chandelure. I don't know if I want to risk that. Does Chandelure even do that much here? It doesn't. I mean, it hurts the. I feel like the only answer for that. Why have this thing? I'm making a read. Yeah. Okay, maybe not if he just hasn't decided yet. I don't know what his last move could be. Maybe Dragon Dance. Oh, no, not if he's special. Never mind. Keep forgetting. Not Scizor, of course, because it's Fire Blast. Could go to Gastrodon. I feel like Gastrodon walls it pretty well. You know, I did this. I gotta commit to it now. I committed to making this read. I'm just gonna go with it now. As long as Chandelure's not dead, it's still in this. Roost, okay. That's a shame. I could taunt it. Is that worth losing all my health though? Shadowball does over half. I could go into Gastrodon again. Okay, that did not work out at all how I planned. So in that case, I think let's go into Gastrodon. Now I feel like I can go back into it. Maybe his last move could be Outrage, although I feel like he would have clicked it against Gastrodon at this point. I want him to start making some reads. Okay, this game's getting silly now. It's the same thing. So now he's at -2. How much does it do to Hexers? Because he could just click it again. Okay, Draco still does a lot to Hexers, even if it's at -2. So it's not the time for that yet. What about Fire Blast against... okay, what about against Chandelure though? At -2, Draco does less than half. And then with Toxic, well, he might Roost now. I'm not gonna set up yet because, like I just said, Draco still does way too much. Okay, I wasn't trying to read that, but I'm glad that this happened. Now, can he live 1? I know he's not Assault Vest, so, and has no special defense, so he can't with a Fire Blast. But nothing else on his team really wants. Well, he has 2 right here that'll take it just fine. Diancie, let's see if it's offensive. Fire Blast plus Shadow Ball might actually kill. But Diamond Storm does a lot, then it probably outspeeds. I'm just going to click. Let's see. And then Salamence. How much does Salamence take from it? I mean, Knockoff will do a lot from this thing, like I already learned. Just gonna click it. Yeah, I always second guess. Let's see, what if he thinks I have Flamethrower? He doesn't love that either. So he must... I feel like he's definitely gonna swap here. There's no reason for him to stay in. Now, if I think he's going into Diancie, I could click Energy Ball. If I think he's going into Salamence, I would click Shadow Ball. Oh, I feel like this turn is important here. Maybe not, though. Clicking Fire Blast. I should have clicked Shadow. Should have clicked Grass. I knew I should have clicked Grass. Okay. Now, what's this thing gonna do? Wait, I outspeed Mega. No, I don't know. I was looking at Tangrowth's base speed. Whoops. Yeah, I definitely don't outspeed Mega Diancie. So I think he's gonna Diamond Storm. I feel like he probably will. Why wouldn't he? Gastrodon may be too low to take 2 now. Or even a Moonblast. He can't take 2 Moonblasts, that's for sure. Maybe it's time for Scizor to go down. Let me look at something. Diamond Storm is one of those moves that raises his defense potentially for each hit. Okay. That's physical though. I always thought that was special. What else might he have? I'm forgetting. Alright, Moonblast. I know what that does. And predicting the swap into Gastrodon, he might click Moonblast over predict. So, I think I'm just gonna let this... I can't let it go down, can I? See, I have no safe switches for this at this point. So something has to die, or... I'm just gonna... Okay, Stealth Rocked. That's wonderful. I have 2 Defalkers on the team, so that's fine. Okay, that could have been really bad, but instead it was really good. Now if Manchow comes in, I'm swapping. That's for sure. But I don't know who he's going to send in. It wouldn't be Magnezone. I mean, I don't think it'd be Magnezone. I don't know what he's going to do. I'll just wait, I guess. I mean, Salamence, I already saw, based on my calcs, that it could one-shot with Draco Meteor. Did I say one-shot? Actually, I don't know if it one-shots, but it does a lot of my health. And I don't have any way to really kill it. I feel like it's gotta be Salamence or Manchow. I don't know what he's particularly waiting for. I mean, it's an important swap for him. I can understand why he's taking his time. He needs to think. He's probably calcing Shadow Ball on both of them. Now, if Manchow comes in, I'll calc how much Shadow Ball does. Well, Fire Blast would do more. But I'm just scared to click. I'm always scared to click Fire Blast just because it can miss. It's not normally my playstyle to run Fire Blast. Normally I would take Flamethrower. But I'm going crazy this time. See, I'm not really sure why he's taking so long. It's gotta be one of these two, right? What's there really to think about? Gotta do some calcs now. That's his two biggest threat gone. That sounds like Manchow. Okay. I'm gonna do the calcs for Manchow then, since that's what's in. No, I don't think this thing would be Scarf 2, which means maybe it's Assault Vest. Although it might be, he could have two Scarfers for all I know. Okay, Knockoff is the obvious click for him right now. How much does Scizor take from that, I wonder? Or from anything he wants to go for it. I think scissors is the one to go into here. Because I can defog, roost, defog. I'm sure knockoffs here. Rock slide, okay. I think roost is the play here. If he has high jump kick and he lands it, I'm most likely dead unless he gets a low roll. It's sort of like if he gets a mid roll, I'm dead, or a high roll, I'm dead obviously. But I think roost is what I click here. Hopefully he is choiced in some fashion until he's forced to swap, or he could just try to flinch. And I could take 2 more though, can't I? Maybe not. Okay, well if Scizor dies, I mean, it's not really that needed, is it? Although against Tangrowth, but still I'm gonna roost. Something roost is the best. Because he knows I have it at this point, right? Yeah. So I think the roost is probably obvious. So he does get a free swap into something. So is it even worth doing it then? Yeah, I need to get his health up somehow. Although Gastrodon is... Oh, Gastrodon is still pretty healthy. Okay. Now let's click roost. I don't think... Okay, he got the high roll. That's unfortunate. That actually really sucks. Okay, I think I'll just click recover. I shouldn't have swapped into this. I think this thing just proceeds to sweep me here. His Mew's already dead. Let's see. Because it outspeeds everything, right? Maybe this will scare him out, hopefully. What's he seen from me so far? Okay, he doesn't know my last move yet. So he does. It could be Ice Beam for all he knows. Recover is the safest thing to click here. I'm gonna check how much. I'm just gonna get all the information I can. High jump kick. It does way too much. It wouldn't kill. Well, it might kill if it's max attack. Seeing how it kills Scizor, it might be max attack. Need to burn this thing. U-turn? I should have just roosted. That crit really mattered. I needed to click roost. Me not clicking roost right there probably cost me my Gastrodon. That's huge. Since roost is the or not roost, recover is the obvious thing here. Tangrowth, yeah. Should have clicked roost. Or recover. I keep saying roost. Okay, I think my only hope at this point is to start setting up. Now that the Antsi's gone. So I think I will just click my Haxorus button. Since I'm imagining this thing will click a grass move. Seeing how low health that my Gastrodon is. If he like predicts something, like goes crazy and predicts something and goes into his elements, that would suck. But that's fine, I guess. This game is looking down right now, but I still have a chance. I obviously have to swap. There's no point swapping to Rotom, or maybe there is. Maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit, giving up too early here. So what does Rotom do? Rotom tanks its hits pretty well. No, you know what? I'm going to Haxorus. He stayed in. Good drain, okay. No, I don't know what he's going to click here. But I feel like anything he has doesn't kill me. I guess he could have HP Ice. So, but again, I don't think that'll kill me. Okay, it might kill me. Well, it doesn't kill me, but it does a lot. And a +1. How much? What do I do to him? See, Dragon. It might kill. I'm just gonna click Dragon Dance. Hope for the best, yeah. Oh my god. I should have seen that coming. I don't know why that didn't even enter my mind. Well, I'm sure Salamence is coming in now. Maybe I'll get lucky. I'll just try to Z move, I guess. HP Ice. Yeah. Okay. GG. Now see, I can either risk waking up again, or go into this. I'm just gonna risk it. I might be throwing here, but I'm just gonna risk it. Yeah, I'm misplaying, but it's fine. Well, Salmon's, what's its health at? 70%? I can take one knockoff. Alright, you know what, let's go for... Let me see how much Shadow Ball does to Salamence. I mean, I might as well try to at least bring the differential back up, if nothing else. Okay, Shadow Ball doesn't do enough anyway. Or maybe it was Toxico. Forgot about that. No, that's not enough. I'm sure he's gonna click Roost here. Although I feel like he wouldn't, since he got the drop. What can I go into here? I'm trying to think. Again, I know I lost at this point, I'm just trying to see if I can maybe lower his differential a bit before I go down. Now, would he kill me here? I feel like he would. Shadow Ball would kill. The dude is 52%. Maybe it wouldn't. Well, that plus Toxic would for sure, though. And he outspeeds everything else, so why wouldn't he just click Draco? Yeah, I'm gonna swap. No reason to let it go down just yet. I'm not sure what he's gonna send out here, but depending on what he sends out, don't know when I'm gonna click. I mean, I guess I still have hope, but I feel like if Minchao just one-shots it with Rock, I mean, I figured it would knock off, not Rock move. You don't even really have a flying type. Maybe I can kill one more Mon, hopefully. I don't know why, again, I don't know why he's hesitating, since, yeah, Minchao just comes in and wins. I guess on the off chance he misses, I could Pain Split. But if he misses, I could Defog. Is that even worth it at this point? Let's see here. I don't think I'm gonna live this, but on the off chance that I do, he's gonna click U-turn, that's what he's gonna do. Actually, I don't think he will. Actually, I think if I make a read, maybe I can still be in this. High jump kick does kill Rotom. He might just click it, but so does U-turn. I think I have to make a read here. Because I'm just gonna go through it. If he goes for like U-turn and I swap, I'm in a great position. Not that much better, because you can just let something die and come back in and win. But I'm in a better position. Like I said, one thing will go down. If I stay in and click Pain Split, and he lands, like, if he goes for, what's it moveset again? Alright, okay. I wonder what his last move is. Fake out, maybe? He hasn't used it yet. Rock Slide. I don't think he'd click Rock Slide here. Anything he goes for would kill me, except for Rock Slide, but he's not gonna click Rock Slide. Yeah, let's go crazy. Okay. Now, obviously he's not choiced, so we can just click Rock Slide now. But you know, that's his style points right there. At least I get some style points. I gotta just make swaps now. Although, if I keep swapping, I'm just dead anyway. Because the rocks are still there. He wouldn't, I feel like he wouldn't click. He might predict me swapping again. He could go crazy and predict me swap. But he has no reason to play like that because he's in a better position. I mean, if I click Fire Blast, I'm essentially just giving up, aren't I? He certainly wouldn't swap. I can see U-turn. Actually, no, I can't. I feel like he's only gonna click Rock Slide. So I could predict it. Yeah, I kind of want to get the defog up. I'm gonna go crazy. Oh, okay, that crit mattered. Alright, well, I'll recover it on the off chance I can live. Maybe he'll miss his I made a lot of misplays. But it's fine. Maybe he'll overpredict. At this point, I've just, like, you know, no matter what I do, I think I lose. It's really up to him to misplay. Only way I win is if he misplays at this point. So I'll just let him think. If I had recovered earlier with Gastrodon, this might be different. But I don't think it would be that much different. I mean, I could get a Scald off on it. Maybe he'll play safe and go. Okay, he's not playing safe. This guy keeps critting me. Do you have like the Scope Lens or something? Alright. Again, I don't know what he's thinking about here. I just click Rock Slide. Yeah. Not too happy with how I played there, but you know, just a game. I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. He played well. I played badly. But I made should have recovered. I didn't plan too well for his team. But anyway, until next time, week 5. So, see you then.